20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Sentinels of Toronto. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Toronto. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's Pacheco once again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It looks like they'll move things around here. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals for defenses. But when you hold a team under 100 total yards of offense, yeah, that has to be a goal that was met. Big check mark for them in last week's game.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They go play fake. Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. How about this? And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
No, stop. Hey, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Another run for Gibbs here. Down right around the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Sentinels have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Quez Watkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, 82 yards. And the Sentinels are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. Just keeping the play alive. We'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. Look at the big man rumble. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey. His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 35, here's second down at a yard. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Try the left side with Gibbs. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Dances by at the 20. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Call that a gain of 11.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Hurts flushed out right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second down, here's Gibbs. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning.
Matthew Wright on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Andre Yoshibas, 53 yards. And the Sentinels will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Second and 10. Hurts. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
Alpha. 63.
Back to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And they bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's taken at around the 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. They'll get it across midfield down to the 49. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 7. They'll set up to throw. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. 4th down, a give to Gibbs. Dodges him at the 50. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to Toronto, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. Powering his way forward, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Sentinels are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a party gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
A give right side for Gibbs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs, 31 yards. And the Sentinels are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the defense out at timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second and 7.
73.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That one let go deep for Laporta. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Toronto, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.